Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Embody Your True Essence with me, Ikue. It's Wednesday, Embody, and March 13th, step 22 day. It's Aquarius, I Innovative Day, and I feel a lot better. How you all doing today? My style is still there, but good news is it's a bit smaller. But also another good news is Vancouver, we're out of power Kirk and we didn't have, so I was just like, being a little stingy about how much power Kirk I was taking. But I know that I will have a supplement delivery today, so after that, then I'll have plenty of power Kirk. So I'm gonna start, or I'm gonna start taking a lot more. So this will be gone by the time I'll perform on Saturday. That's where I'm at. How are you guys feeling today? Today is Aquarius I Innovated Day. Normally the breakdown to breakthrough day is the highest degree of Aquarius. And at this point, I feel like, a lot of things broke down and subconsciously, and a lot of stuff that I'm going through is definitely like subconscious and past life stuff. So I am just trusting and I am less afraid. And I was thinking about yesterday about, I spend the day basically facing my emotions. And for me, the way I faced my emotions was really just connecting with my feelings and my body and listen to, as I was stretching, listening to my body, and it was the way of me listening to my feelings as well. And it's going to my body tight area and asking my body, like, move with me, what do you want me to see, and feeling it out. And it was just that, I don't need to achieve anything, but it's just that I was just, you know the act of focusing on my body. And that's to me showing my body how much I care, and showing my emotions that how much I care, I'm willing to change. And that was that. Yeah, good morning, we're busy. Hi, beautiful, feeling good, lots of energy coming in for me. Vivid dream in the morning. Yeah. Yes, hi, good morning, living while I'm alive. Yes. That's what we do. Yeah, I love your transparency, sending you love, and like, yeah, appreciate that, working on my authenticity. But at the same time, you can't hide it. It's right there. I'm over it though. Like, like if this is me in my young days, it's like, oh, I don't want to go out and I don't want to do live, but who cares, right? Once I explain what's going on, it is what it is. Yes, Mama, say we meet again. Oh, that's awesome. You guys met each other? Awesome. Be enough for yourself. Yes, yes. Awesome. So let's start reading the energy today. By the way, Facebook, I was more active on Facebook, and Facebook gives us like the memories, right? Oh, this is what you were doing a year ago, 2 years ago. And since I've had Facebook forever, Facebook will teach, like, tell you, oh, this is what you were doing 10 years ago, which is crazy. But yeah, so then like the Facebook page and reminding me what I used to do. And my friend just posted that I went to this friend's wedding probably like 5, 6 years ago, or even more than that, maybe 6, 7 years ago. And and then I exactly remember my emotional state at the time. My friend had a destination wedding, and then she literally invited people, and I was one of them. And then we went to Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, and about 30 people in total. And at the time, I remember I was in a very sad state, going through some heartaches, and yeah, I had a bald spot, like on my hair, and I had it like in total maybe 3 times, and this bald spot. And what's that a special term? I just forgot. Anyways, and when I got this, I think at the time it was my first or second time. And I was able to reverse that with that injection. And then, okay, like I'm going to take care of myself. And then when I got it second time, third time, and really had to look into my emotional state and the reason why I get what I get, the bald spot. And what I thought was, okay, this pattern repeated because every time I go through heartbreaks or someone didn't show me or return me, reciprocate the love that I was giving, then I somehow felt I was not enough as a woman, or I was not enough or whatever. And that thought really attacking my body. And that shows up on my hair because hair represent like a feminine energy, right? So and then when I got it for the last time, because I haven't had it, and then I shielded it for good, I told myself, like, this is gonna be the last time I'm going to put myself down because of somebody and because of someone that was not enough for me. And I'm never going to put myself down, and I'm just gonna go, love myself more. And so it hasn't really showed up on my hair, which is awesome, but it shows up on the other area. It's funny how, you know, the strong emotions affect your hair, strong emotion affect your digestive system, and it shows up. And when it shows up, it's not a time to condemn your body. It's like, body, what are you doing? It's like you call into that experience, right? So it's not to be critical of yourself, it's not to be judgmental of yourself, but it's, this is part of the journey, and it's time for us to really, you know, take care of our body. Like, thank you body, like, sorry body, thank you body, move with me. And really being pay attention what comes up as you move in your body, which is normally a stuck emotion. And stuck emotions are basically like our, we created, we held those emotions because we did not feel safe. And right now I've been, this is one of it, but I've been shown this pelvic area, like I feel like I've worked on my sacral chakra for such a long time. So um, good news is I feel like my sacral chakra is finally opening up, but like I'm really feeling my root chakra. It's like the root chakra is blocked because of the fear, or because I had this old programming and old platform of what stability looks like. And because we were shaken up, right? So a lot of things are being shaken, and my platform is like being rebuilt, right? So I was thinking, like, continue on every single day. I'm just gonna talk to my root chakra. It's like, open, move with me, relax, relax. And I'm definitely feeling like my masculine side and feminine side, like, try to renegotiate, rebalance itself, right? And so that's something that coming up for me. Yeah. Hi, releasing. 100% I feel like that too, but it's my weight. I just don't eat when I'm upset. It's changed drastically. It has been a long journey. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes people are the opposite, right? People eat when they were upset, and yeah, eat their emotions. But for you, it's the opposite. It's kind of like you're punishing yourself because you feel upset. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's same type of emotions. But I used to have that, like, that eating, maybe disorder, maybe around university. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say I had a good relationship with food, and I'm still learning to love myself. But I don't rely on a lot of food to make me feel better, but maybe I am opening up to that idea too. No more go-to would be like dance it out and quiet it out to feel good. But I noticed that when we carry heavy emotions, and it's we need to, even like when we have a lot of emotions, we we're not incapable almost to face our to calm down our nervous system, to work through our patterns that got us there. So when your emotions are really high, that means that, I notice I haven't taken care of that emotion. And so that's when, you just have to put everything aside. And it's like you need to be the big um, sister, big sister, big brother for your emotions. Like I was listening to Serious Joy, step two. Two means feeling. And basically, we all came into this earth with, he said, St. Christopher said, we all came into this earth with inner child. And when you are immature, when you're poor, if you're just born, you are immature, you don't know how to deal with this inner child. But as we grow and mature, you learn to be that royal nanny for this inner child. And you need to be the royal nanny all the time for your feelings. And I noticed that with my pattern, I have like, I've always had a self-worth issue, I would say, and I think we all have that, more or less. But loving heart is there, but the feeling, the part always kind of stuck me. So I'm learning that really focusing on my feelings, because feeling can get in the way of our manifestation. Feeling, when the feelings are so much, and then you carry this heavy emotions because of the time that you didn't feel seen, you didn't feel understood. And those heavy emotions, if you don't let them go, becomes a disease. Not only becomes a disease, but it's basically clouds your third eye, right? Clouds your intuition. And that's a Pisces energy right here, right now. So that's what I noticed. I'm definitely feeling why I got this, because I experienced the heavy emotions, which was anger for me. And basically clutter my third eye. I'm definitely see that, because I definitely see, yeah, my left eye is weird. And I'm not too scared, because I know that my eyesight goes up and down. And I used to be really unstable until I started to do fascia maneuvers and going through this healing of human garage. So I'm just trusting the process. Yeah, I'm definitely have like a stigma, a little bit blurry on my left eye, I noticed. And I think it's just all manifestation of what's going on emotionally inside. So yeah, I'm gonna send a lot of love to my left eye today. I wouldn't say it would be an eating disorder, or maybe that's my shame around it, but HG has shown me that fasting is a good thing. I had to work through a lot, and food drugs you down sometimes. Yeah, yeah, you can tell, like, I'm fasting if you're not eating. Yeah, I'm not. I think it's, everyone have their own eating habit, and as long as you're not being controlled by the food and you regulate your nervous system, you can still, good. Like, I'm not saying you can't eat, you should eat. That changes, right? Okay, so let's read. Welcome to step 22, Pisces. So sense the unexpected today. With Uranian energy ruling today, a frequency check could be the difference between a breakdown and a breakthrough. Take the temperature of your feelings today in order to know how to vibrate, and note the signs that you are sensing. We're opening to new foundations in how we can react to karma. Our heart makes an annual conjunction with Saturn today, making a new cycle in our connection to spirit. When the tough gets going, how would you allow you to treat you? A moon in Virgo climbing to full status in taking stock of reality and highlighting the positives and negative of what we are attracting, which can be uncomfortable. Take the pressure off by choosing to vibrate the new and watch the next step illuminate. Yeah. So either this energy makes you very uncomfortable or comfortable, in a sense that, we all have a good spot and not so good spot. But take the pressure off by choosing to vibrate the new and watch the next step illuminate. Yeah. Okay, so next one. Quantum opportunity. So next, every time that this Aquarius energy comes back, it's very important to know that it's a quantum opportunity and we could quantum shift. I think we experience things in life because of the frequency that we are on. And even fear, yesterday I had this moment, I feeling my feelings, and I just kind of like I asked myself, is this fear is very much unconscious and subconscious? Because I'm constantly in fear. I realize how much I'm in fear all the time. and I definitely felt that in my parents when I went back to Japan. It's just like programmed, right? Everyone is programmed to be fearful and worry about something, and that was the pattern. But I'm also like here living by myself can be a very lonely place. Like I have no one to hold on to or be to rely on, and that has always been an issue. But also I carry that theme maybe from past lives as well. No one cares about me. I talked about that yesterday, and how you can rephrase that statement and facing your shadow and transmuting the energy. But I asked myself, is this fear really like real? Because a false belief appearing real, that's the fear, right? And what if this fear, like this fear, that fear, like all of that fear I'm feeling, is none of it is true, and I'm feeling this because of what happened in the past, because of the heartaches that I experienced in the past. I'm just thinking that, oh, I might repeat the same thing. That's why I'm very fearful. But as long as I go through the step, protect my inner peace, working on myself, I love myself and taking care of my feelings and believe in myself. What if none of the fear that I'm feeling is true? Like, I like when somebody does something that make me inconvenience, and I go into this place and I be fearful about it, and my fear get triggered every time, and it's like this very draining. How can I take back my power, right? Not to be controlled by someone else's action all the time. And I notice when I do better, when someone does something and that inconvenience me, but that someone is not very close to me, or doesn't have a lot of relationship with me, like I don't really care, right? It doesn't affect me much. But if someone that I work with or interact with or have a relationship with, if they are doing their own thing, maybe they're going through their own thing, and whatever the action they took triggers me, then it triggers, and it's personal, right? So I am just exploring the idea that none of the things that I fear is not going to happen, and how would I react? How would I behave every day? So that's something that help us quantum leap. Yeah, I'm prone to ice dye as well. They can be painful. A warm compress 4 to 6 times a day, along with gentle eye massage, really helps. Okay, I will do that. Thank you for your suggestion. Yeah, Ikue, I feel the same way. I have been so fearful, but I'm turning a new chapter in my life and releasing and realizing that I have this shadow. Yeah, the fear. It's like, what are we fearing about? And it's so tiring, right? We're all learning to let go. Okay, today's step 22 is a rolling step adding to net 4, I belong. The combination of spirituality and metaphysics allow for entirely transformative experience of your spiritual perceptions and reality both. The energy today may feel strange or uncomfortable. Your feelings may be intensified or sensitive. Mixed with the empathic energy of I sense Pisces, you can easily pick up on the feelings of others, the world, or within your subconscious Hence, the energy today is hypersensitive, and you can literally intuit energy in every dimension around you. Wow. So the first thing to do is to ground your feelings through meditation, exercise, yoga, prayer, breathwork, or chanting Om. Once you direct your intention onto well-being, the hypersensibility of the day will quickly adapt to your direction. After all, you are easily impressionable. I like that. Once centered, your sensitive energy becomes a powerful tool. The energy you emote will immediately serve to attract or repel energy outside of yourself. This leads to the next step of today, which involves your feelings about the future. As you walk through your day, emoting your truth in all direction, you will quickly identify the future life you are attracted to and the ones that repels you. In some cases, you may interact with and open for the future that you transform into something else, just like turning lemons into lemonade. You'll be presented with future option that brings up a certain feeling or vibe about the future. How you respond to those options determine where you belong and what can happen next. If you don't like the way a situation feels, you either tolerate it, don't belong, or you change the situation. Oh, I like that. You change the situation. In this way, today's action becomes the intersection of your future and fate. Wow, today is a powerful day. As I'm reading this, I've had the moment yesterday. I was thinking about, I am in this situation because of the patterns. And when you really started to see the patterns, and this intricate patterns of you are solely, like, it's crazily sophisticatedly stored in your body. And it's like I could feel this like a weird torque pattern inside of my own body, like, and I felt like this particular pattern stored in here, and this particular pattern of me stored in here, I could kind of almost identify. And it's like that those patterns are in my body, in my fascia. It's like intertwined, like it's creating a weird torque pattern when you're not in balance. And so, and I just felt that in my body, and I told myself, what if I could just unwind? But also, I felt like whatever I'm going through is because of the timeline I am on. Timeline and frequency and the belief system that supports the belief system, right? The belief system support that timeline frequency. So if I'm completely changed, then I wouldn't even have to face that experience. And I think that's true. But I I tried to enunciate in a different way, but basically just let go of any heavy things that stored in my body that keep me in a loop, keep me stuck many times over. And I know this pattern of me every March. Every March is hard. And I talk about my friends got married, and I exactly remember that emotional state that I was on. And I even had a bald spot at the time, and going through real heartaches and feeling super, having low self-esteem. And this needs to be over this Pisces season. Can I just say that? Yeah, it needs to be over, and it's going to be over because I am ready. I am going to stop fearing. Can you imagine if you completely become fearless, and that you're not wasting your energy like spinning your wheels, worrying about things? And if you really were able to use that energy to create rather than fear, and people say fear always gonna be there, but you just don't pay attention. I understand that. But can you imagine your life, you become completely just be fearless? Is that even possible? So that's what I'm thinking. Yes. So let's go back. You'll be presented with future options that bring up a certain feeling or vibe about the future. how you respond to, I read it that, but I'm going to read it again. How you respond to those options determines where you belong and what can happen next. If you don't like the way a situation feels, you either tolerate it, don't belong, or you change the situation. I like to say, you change this. I like to change the situation. Instead of just like tolerate it, option one, no, don't belong, and then just kind of detach yourself. Or you completely change the situation by changing your frequency. I like to choose the option three. In this way, today's action becomes an intersection of your future and fate. Feel into your options for the future and spirit. Determine what belongs or does not, or transform the option onto something you prefer. Be prepared to face unexpected feelings about your work, performance, or daily lifestyle. Respond to your feelings according to the level your lifestyle belongs. What is the quality of lifestyle you belong living? Your long-term plans for intimacy, life transformation, or ending something may backfire or break down today. Your feelings are the best tool to navigate the boundaries necessary to pull it off. Today's goal is to ground your feelings, then use the feelings to bounce off of potential futures. Because this is the I Sense Pisces season, today may bring to you something fated in destiny, such as a surprise offer, the introduction to somebody important to your future, or amazing opportunity. If something challenging happens, that too could have been karmically attracted. No matter what unfolds, the karma is always how you respond to the scenario. Bless your path. I am a radiant being, enjoying life to the fullest. So we've been shown a lot of like karmic fear and karmic patterns that keep us in this trap and cage for a long time in this life, in our childhood, in our past lives. But it's good to know that we can change this, and the energy of the world is supporting us, right? Completely. Just I feel like sometimes I feel like, I've been diving into spirituality, and I feel like almost like being spiritual attract more crazy stuff to work through because you're ready, but I'm also like attracting. But what if like, looking at other people, maybe their life is not perfect, but they look happy. It's like they're not, I just sometimes wonder if they'd even have something to worry about. And I think sometimes ignorance can be a blessing, right? And you don't have to know everything. But then if you know everything, then you start to worry about and having all those emotions. So, just to back to kids would be so nice. But at the same time, just thinking about all the COVID times and going to conspiracy theory, and I feel like those knowledge and what the government is about to do kind of just really trigger a lot of fear in me. And I feel like I work so hard not to be in a trap, but yesterday I felt like, what if all of these things that we're working on it doesn't even exist? Can I just like be happy and continue doing what I want, right? So it's yeah, like what are we doing here? Why are we so worried? The world is always changing, and that's okay, right? So I am like rumbling my thought today, but that's the vibe of the quantum leap. Like if you're really feeling aliens, alienated, or feeling detached, or feeling like, like you don't belong here, and that's the vibe. A lot of things are happening for sure. I know I will fear, or I do feel powerful. Yeah, we have a choice. I think the theme for today is to ask questions, right? What if this is possible? How would you react? How would you behave? What is this is possible? Instead of like waiting for other people to change, like that's never gonna happen. But definitely like something like, what if I get to decide all of that? And that power is in me, but also my requirement is to be on that ideal timeline. And it's up to me. And ask universe to help me get there. So whatever I'm fearing, and that fear appears to be real, because in this timeline it could be possible. But if I jump on the timeline where I never have to worry about this fear, then I get to free myself, right? Because we tend to trap ourselves in a certain situation thinking that there's no way out. But it's like, what if I just know that, I mean, and the feel comes back. But what if everything is still on the right track? How would I behave? And just be completely fearless and take the first next step. And that's just, we all know that. But we're gonna practice. So I picked this card for today, 22, in the eye, third eye. Align your actions with your intentions. Align your actions with your intentions. Stop people pleasing and align your action with your intention. It's no secret we all have a to-do list a mile long, and showing up to this thing called life isn't always easy. We've been told by other people our whole life what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. We are used to standing in line, waiting our turn and trying our hardest to get it all right. We've never been told we have a choice. That's just me, like being Japanese. Yeah. Follow rules my whole life. And when I have a choice, I get stumbled. It's like, what choice am I making? Like, I didn't even think about options, right? Have you been thinking you want to work out, yet having a Netflix and chill night instead of doing what you say you'll do? When you align your action, what you want with the actions, what you align your intention with the action, you reclaim responsibility for your life. From there, you can begin to intentionally create a vision of your future that excites you. Yeah, I think we are aligned when we create joy, and when we are doing something that brings a lot of joy in life. And that could be your career, that could be your hobby, but this joy, like, we're here to have fun. Whatever we're doing. And as soon as we get too serious, that's when we lose fun, and that's when things are not in flow. So flow state is when we are having fun. I was listening to one of the recording of Serious Joy, and one thing that stuck with me was, how so many artists and dancers use their art to express and transmute their emotions, which is beautiful. That's the beauty of art. And but can you also know how many artists are so, carry a lot of emotions like anger, sadness, depression, and mental disorder, and those, and then people who don't know love themselves, but they find joy creating art. So artists get into, to create joy when they create art, but they were still depressed and sad in other aspects of their life. But when they were creating joy, when they were creating art, they were in a flow state. So that's a good start. That's a first step. I think I use dance as that tool, to be in my happy place. Now, our goal is to apply that same feeling into every aspect of our life. And practicing self-love, when you come back to your own art or whatever you do, you are good at. Artists, when they create from the self-love, loving yourself, they can create more easily, and they can create more beautiful art, right? Instead of just always being depressed and try to create art. So I think the key is to find something that brings you joy and do that more, and remember the feeling, and then try to duplicate the feeling in all aspects of our life. And life is all about when we are in flow, we're not thinking. When you're in flow, you're in alignment. When in flow, you're creating joy. So I think that should be the challenge, that should be the life goal, instead of just having like that, okay, I want to be that, right? So how much like have fun creating your joy? How much fun can you have creating your art, creating your life that you want to create? If you're not having fun while you're getting there, then what's the point, right? I think we all need to remind ourselves. And I experienced that feeling over and over again when I was pursuing to dance professionally, because it's like I didn't know when I'm gonna be enough. I went through that, so I definitely feel that, you know, going through uncertainty, you don't even know if you're gonna be successful, but here I am. I was able to overcome that, and so can I apply the same thing to the life that I have right now, making choices and but in self-love and out of fear, and completely drop that fear. Every time I fear, and I know my body has been recording and storing this memory of fear, and it has been coming up for me. So it's time for me to really face that, and face that, to be vulnerable and feel that pain, feel that emotions. Like, oh, I feel your body, I feel you, I see you. I choose to let go. I choose to let go. I am safe. And sometimes it hits better. Sometimes it doesn't hit anything. It doesn't change a thing. But this is the process, right? So I'm really hoping that this will help me unwind. This process will help me unwind all the patterns that stored in my perception, but also in my body. Then hope that, I trust that words, trust that this will help people who are watching this live recording. Okay, so let's program our fascia to finish. Let's rub our nails, rub our hands, and let's trust the process. We get to choose, and it's up to us. Focus on the timeline you want to be on. That's all that is, right? We've been seeing, we've been shown all kinds of possibilities that we get to choose. If we don't like it, you either, what did they say today? You have three options today. You either, okay, where is it? Okay, what are the three options? Okay, you either tolerate it. That's an option one. Option two, think that, oh, this doesn't belong. Okay, goodbye. Or you change the situation. Why you stay in the same situation, but switch your perspective. As a result, you switch your destiny. So that's a quantum leap. Okay, right hand on your heart, left hand on the top of your head. I like to choose option three today. To change the situation with that my frequency. Breathe your mouth. Two, three. Your nose. Two, three. Repeat after me. Hello, brain. Hello, ego. Hello, mind. Hello, body. Thank you for all your hard work. I appreciate you. Let's move together in harmony. Let's let's co-creating and keep finding the harmony within. Thank you for working together. Now, heart. Hello, heart. You're in charge. I'm listening to you. You're the leader. You're the leader of love. I love myself. I am loving. I am lovable. I accept myself. I am enough. Accept myself exactly who I am. I am safe, protected, secure. I am emotionally safe, secure, and protected. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am worthy. I'm worthy. I'm worthy. Life happens for me, and I have the key. I have the power to choose. I'm abundant. I have so many resources to be the best version of myself. I appreciate life, and life appreciate me. Today's a great day. I listen to my heart and take care of my emotions at all cost. Thank you, body. My body moves with me easily and effortlessly. You can add anything you want. I'm joyful. I'm courageous. I'm confident. And create joy every moment. Then I am in my flow. See, beautiful and wise words. Thank you. Yeah, I feel more grounded. I think for me, especially, the key is to, because I worked on step 0, I protect, and I worked on step 1, and I get stuck on step 2, which is the feeling, because I guess there's so many times throughout the day that I ignore some of my feeling because I don't catch myself. So I'm going to really focus on how I'm feeling throughout the day and becomes a royal nanny for this inner child. Because if I don't take care of it, that emotions get stored in my body and gets heavy, and that gets in the way of my heart desire and cloud my intuition. I noticed that. So I am going to take care of it. When this gets big, like you need to put everything aside, and it's like, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm going to take care of this. Right? So, but if we are able to make it as a daily chore, taking care of myself, taking care of my emotions, check, 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 right? And but for me, I feel the fear-based thoughts, fear, anger, grief, sorrow, resentment, all those fear-based thoughts, this gets heavy. So I'm going to learn to drop that. What if I'm able to just become completely fearless? And whatever happens, just know that it's going to be okay. How would I live my life? I would like to explore that today and know that we have choices. You either tolerate it or think that don't belong, this doesn't belong, or you notice those things. It's like, okay, I don't need to tolerate it, but I don't need to also detach myself either. Face it up front and transmute it, whatever I need to work on, so that the situation changes right in front of me because I change. So I want to tap into that. So that being said, I hope this live helps you. I wouldn't say I trust this live will help you anyway. And thank you guys for being here as usual. Hope you have a great day. And whether you're listening live or listening to recording, I am showing up for myself and to transmute and become the best version of myself. And I went through some breakdowns, breakthrough, definitely, but I am setting the intention that this pattern ends right now, right here, right now, by me dropping this fear, this undescribable fear, invisible fear, because that's keep us in matrix, right? We want to get out of the matrix, and the only way to get out of the matrix is to let go of this fear. So We're doing great. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you. Thank you, RBC. Bye.